Howdy friends, welcome to the Eclectic Sam YouTube channel and welcome back to my eclectic corner of YouTube, where I predominantly talk about reselling on eBay and reselling in general, but from time to time we may go on a little trip or talk about history or talk about the collectibles that I collect and other interesting things, just my eclectic life of things that I enjoy. Before we get started, see that subscribe button down below? Doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me out. Go ahead and hit that and you can see what's coming in the future. Today I thought I'd do another one of my what sold on eBay videos. I've been consistently selling now a little bit more than what I've been doing. The items that I'm showing today are kind of all lower price items, but I've boosted up to where I was listing about 5 items a day. I'm listing about 10 items a day. Being that I'm a part-time seller, I think this is a good consistent amount to list, and I'm usually selling about 2 to 3 items a day. So let me show you what we've sold here. First up is one of my baseball cards. Got these from a big lot that I bought of different loose baseball cards. This one's a 1966 Topps Curt Flood, and it sold for $5.99 plus shipping. At 49 cents into that one. Next, we have a golf hat from an AT&T golf tournament, and it had a little Hall of Fame lapel pin or hat pin on it from the Hall of Fame, Golf Hall of Fame. That sold for $13.59 plus shipping. I usually pay about $1 or $2 for my hats. I don't remember exactly what I paid for this one. But look for different tournament hats from golf tournaments, especially from the Masters. The Masters, anything, the shirts with the Masters or anything like that, those are good money. Next up, we have a book. Paid about $1 or $2 for this book. It was called Simply Stunning, 200 Years of Fashion, Cincinnati Art Museum. It was basically a book talking about an installment at the art museum. It was sold for $27.99 plus shipping, and that was a pretty good price on that sucker. $1 or $2 book into $27.99. Here we have another baseball card. I love selling these baseball cards here lately because they're easy to ship with the eBay baseball card shipping that you just put them in an envelope. It's 1968 Topps Wilbur Wood, sold for $2.89 plus shipping. Next is a Roar brand Aviation Edition men's extra large sleeveless shirt. Roar is one of those shirts that have built up a following of us resellers to buy and resell, so they've gone down a little bit, but there's still a brand to look out for. This one sold for $24.99 plus shipping, and I paid $4 for that at a local Goodwill. Next, we have 2 basketball cards that were in that big lot of cards that I bought. 49 cents a piece. They both went to the same person. One was a Latrell Sprewell, and the other one was a Christian Laettner with Sean Kemp on it as well. Both sold for $4.68 plus shipping, and I had 49 cents a piece in those from that lot. Next up is another brand that is still buy. Look out for them, but they have gone down a little bit in price. Is a Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahamas are usually Hawaiian type print shirts. A lot of them have neat embroidery on them and all, but that's a real good brand to look out for. This was an extra large brown and orange shirt, sold for $20 with free shipping. It did have a spot on it, so that shirt would normally have sold for $27 or $30, but with a spot on it, it sold for a little bit less. And that came from my personal collection. If y'all don't know, one of the other things that I collect are funky shirts. my friends over at Funky Flipping, the YouTube channel, they always talk about my shirts and everything. Most of the time on these videos, I'm wearing just a t-shirt, though. Maybe I'll bring out some of my Hawaiian shirts and wear those from time to time. Next up is a button-down dress shirt from Ermengildo Zegna. I believe I pronounced that right. Came from a local thrift store for $3. It's a nice dress shirt and sold for $18 plus shipping. Next up, the switches that I bought from a auto parts lot a while back. These have 18 cents a piece in, and they're steadily selling. So this one for $8.99. Only had 18 cents in it, so that's a no-brainer right there. Next up is a Western style shirt, a Remedy brand. It's an extra large brown plaid Western shirt with embroidery on it. Sold for $15.99 plus shipping. And I paid about $3 for that at a local thrift store. This shirt, the Remedy brand, brings up something that I was told from a professional seller on YouTube that does. He'll look at your eBay account and tell you what you need to do right that you're doing wrong or whatever. And that professional seller told me that I had a lot of brands that he had never heard of, that they aren't going to sell. People, do research. If you find something that has a brand that you never heard of, just because you never heard of it doesn't mean that it's not going to sell, that you won't make money on it. There are thousands of brands out there that are boutique brands, small brands that still bring good money that you can make good money off of. And with shirts particular or anything that you don't pay a lot for at thrift stores, even if it doesn't sell immediately because it's not a well-known brand, there are people out there that are looking for that style or even that brand that will eventually buy it and pay the money that you're asking for it, and you'll make good profit. And these shirts don't cost you anything but a couple of bucks, so it's worth sitting on them on the shelf. They don't take up much room, you don't pay for them, so you don't have a lot invested in it. That's one thing that I have a problem with professional YouTube resellers, that they're looking for a quick buck. But it's not always about a quick buck. It's also about a quality buck. You know, with this shirt right here, they would have overlooked it. I had it for a couple of months, and I made, what, $10 off of it after everything's paid for. That's $10 profit on something that I only sat on for a couple of months. So think about that. It's just one of my pet peeves that the professionals talk about. And keep in mind, I've been reselling for over 23 years on eBay. So I'm not a professional. Next up, we have another one of those switches that I paid 18 cents a piece for. This one sold for $9.34 plus shipping, with free shipping. And I took a best offer on that one. That's why it's a weird number. Next up is another Western shirt, Panhandle Slim brand. Western snap shirt for $23.99 plus shipping. I paid about $4 for that at a local thrift store. Panhandle Slim is a real good brand to look out for with Western shirts. Anytime it's a Panhandle Slim shirt, you're going to make good money off of it. I have another baseball card, Rafael Devers, for $1.75 is what it sold for, plus shipping. And that came from my personal collection. I pull some out of my personal collection from time to time that have gone down in value. I just get rid of them real quick before I completely lose my money on them. Next up, we had a little die-cast Harley Davidson motorcycle, new in the package. Sold for $19.99 with free shipping. And I paid $5 for this, so there wasn't a lot of profit in it, but I bought it in a big bulk lot of die-cast cars, so I'd already made my money back probably 2 or 3 times fold on that lot. So just wanted to get it off the shelf, make some money off of it. And finally, the last item, something that I hadn't talked about much on here, is something that I collect from time to time, is coins and bullion. Now, I don't collect that for resale. I collect them for investment. So I rarely ever sell anything from my collection. But this was kind of an odd man out in my collection. It was a 2007 Roosevelt Silverproof dime. It was graded PF70 by NGC, so that's the best you can get is a PF70. But it was kind of different from anything else in my collection, and it was in a slabbed case that was taking up an odd amount of room. So I sold it for $22.17. That was the best offer that I took on it. The customer was happy to get it, and I still made money off of it because I think I paid $6 for it a long time ago. So I was glad to get that one out of the way and make room for some other stuff in my coin collection. But that's what I've sold, 15 items that I've sold recently. Like I've said in the past, I'm kind of backlogged on telling you what's sold, so I can try and start bringing out more videos. Trying to do a video about every 5 or 6 days now. Hopefully maybe do 2 a week in the near future. But I got a trip coming up, a week-long trip. Family's going on vacation, so I'll do some videos on that, traveling and going to some museums and stuff like that. Those will be peppered in between some of the sale videos for the next few months. And do some other stuff, and got an interesting baseball card video planned to come out soon. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, and if you have any questions or suggestions, go ahead and comment them down below. Love to hear from you. But until next time, my friends, I love you. Bye.